All right. So what was it that you were telling me?
First of all, I think you're an insane person. But
you don't care if I'm off camera for 5 minutes.
I don't give a shit. But what I did was I took your crazy theory, your psychotic, unstable person theory. I put it to a spreadsheet.
You're talking about the what's that called? Not Rain Man, right? When he's writing all over the walls. Beautiful Mind.
Yes.
Yeah.
I took your beautiful mind nonsense.
I might be going somewhat crazy.
You might be going somewhat crazy, but you might be onto something. So what I did for shits and giggles, and I was surprised at how long this took. I made a spreadsheet.
Did it take longer to shit or giggle?
Shits and it took longer to giggle, man. I'm not a laughing man anymore, but it's coming back. So I made a spreadsheet of the zodiac signs the Chinese zodiac signs going back to 1893, all the way through 2031. Now, what I did was I categorized them by the year of whatever animal, the rat, the ox, the tiger, the hare. Underneath that, I put its enemy signs.
You went all in out of nowhere.
Dude, remember last time we sat together?
Bro, 2 days ago you were like, what does it mean? This shit makes no sense. And now you're just like, for the next 50 years, I know everyone's enemy.
Listen, motherfucker, I've been asking you to explain it, explain the numerology, explain it. You're like, oh man, you gotta. So I said, fuck this guy, I'm gonna research it. So I did. Now, what I did was I made a list from 1966 until 2023, every Super Bowl winner, every Super Bowl loser. In the middle, I have the team, the year it was founded, its zodiac sign, its 2 alliance animals, and its enemy sign. What I did was, on the left, I put the season year, and on the right, I put the Super Bowl year, because the Super Bowl is always played in the prior year. So, 1966 season, for example, the Super Bowl was played in 67. And now what I did was I went and found similarities between the year the team was founded and either the year of the season or the year of the Super Bowl. The weird thing is...
Now, did you say that all those teams in 1970 were dogs? Or did you go and look up... Remember there was that cluster of teams?
Yes. Now, what I did was I put the year it was founded. So I didn't say the year they came, like the year the AFL...
That was 1970 was the merger.
The merger.
That was a dog year. So you didn't say that they're all dogs just because of the merger.
No. I went by whatever year they were founded. So, I mean, you have the Packers founded in 1919. The Jets in 1959.
Keep going. I'm going to just check something.
Okay. Fuck it. I'll show you when you get back.
Well, no.
You hear me? Oh, you hear me?
Yeah,
okay.
that's what I'm saying. So you took every team from their actual
formation year, not when they merged with the National Football League. Right. What I found was you can start to see correlations with the winning teams to where most years, and I'm guesstimating because I wanted you to look at it first to make sure I wasn't wasting my time, to see what kind of percentage we could come up with guessing Super Bowl winners based on the year of formation. Now, from 1966 to 2010, from 1966 to 2008, it's okay. I'm going to come up with the average before the end of this recording. From 2008 to 2023, it gets predictable as fuck. Like, just based on the zodiac. And again, I think you're insane, but I put it to a spreadsheet, and you might be onto something. Now, in another sign, so I could compare. So here's, I'm gonna.
Oh Jesus, bro, you're color coded.
I'm gonna show you the top. Okay, so.
Oh my God.
The first 2 Super Bowls.
Bro, this is the stuff that my friend was warning me about.
Yeah, you get into it. Well, backtrack. Remember I told you the last time we sat together, I wasn't putting in effort. I wasn't caring about it. I said, I'm not gonna say shit. I'm gonna show something. And I said, when I come, I got something I want you to see. So now, 1966 was the year of the horse. The Packers were found in 1919, which was the year of the ram. 66, no correlation, but they played the Super Bowl in 67. And what had happened? They were on across the board, which means year of the ram in 67 was year of the ram. That means it's a lion's rabbit, it's a lion's pig, and it's enemy ox all line up. So when you see 4 green cells in a row, that's across the board. I'm taking that team. Now, that's a 67 Super Bowl.
How much time do we have between now and week 1?
I'm doing it. I'm going in. This is what I'm working on this week. I'm going to unemployment tomorrow, and this is what I'm doing. And I'm going to keep fidgeting and banging on the fucking table.
Dude.
What?
If we can keep the volume down with the extracurriculars, we don't need to get mics anytime soon.
Okay.
But if we hit a fucking parlay, based on this shit, we could get some microphones.
We could, because we might be onto something. But I'm telling you, from 2008 to 2023, you're picking winners. I'm going to show you the statistics, but fucking more often than not. Which means something's up. Something's up in the National Football League, where from 08 to 23, looking at this, you tell me the Super Bowl teams, I'll tell you who's going to win.
Did you hear the theory of the logo when they announce the next year's Super Bowl? People try to look into the colors, like, the last couple winners have all had the colors in the thing.
Except this one, they used red and purple. So everyone thought it was going to be Chiefs, Ravens, but it said it was Chiefs, Niners. You could argue that purple is sort of like that Niners red, but I don't know. But I do see what they're saying from 2022 or from the 23, so the 22 season prior. But now what happens is 67, the year of the Super Bowl across the board. Now we go to the 67 season. We are still in the year of the Ram across the board. And what happens? 68 Super Bowl didn't line up, but the 67 season did. I would have taken the Packers. Now, what I did was...
All right, we're doing... Are you going to go year for year from 1966?
I just did Super Bowl winners.
I'm just saying, are we about to sit
No,
here?
I'm not going to sit here the entire time. I'm just showing you the start of it. So what you're looking...
60 years worth of the ram, the rabbit, the snake, the dog.
Here's my Zodiac chart from 1893 to 2031. Zodiac sign, enemy sign, alliances.
Why did you go to 2031?
Just because that was the information that was available.
You just like copy and pasted?
No, I entered each one of these individually. The only thing I copied and pasted was sometimes, there's hare and rabbit. It's the same thing, so I had to find the hare, replace the rabbit, and the color coding. So I also picked the losers. Now, from 66 to 08.
Well, I mean, there's only winners and losers. If you
No,
pick the winners.
No, I know, but I did a sheet for the losers. The problem is, but I noticed something. You might see 3 green, which it's the year of the pig, which alliance signs and the year of are irrelevant. They're all lining up. But what do I have? I have 3 alliances and no enemies in 66.
Well, I can just see
but
colors.
In 60.
So just looking based on the colors, do I want to see that big green block?
What you're looking for more of something in the winners column. So you have 4 green here, 3 green here.
Just go to last year. Go to last year.
So I'm going to go all the way down.
Calm down. I'm the one who drank the monster.
I'm very excited to show this to you.
Yeah, I could tell. But just simplify it. So let's use just something recent that was like a game people might remember.
So the most recent one was Chiefs-Niners.
Fuck that.
The problem was.
No, go to a better game.
You want to go to a better game? All right, I'm going to go to my people. I'm going to go to the 2011 New York Giants versus the 2011 New England Patriots. That's one where it starts to get fucky.
This is Eli?
This is Eli.
This is the catch?
This was the other catch with Manningham. Like, he doesn't even look at David Tyree was 07-08. Yeah. Manningham was 11-12. Okay. So, you know what? Let's look at 07. The 07 season, bro, the Patriots are an across the board. If you're betting based on Chinese Zodiac, you'd be stupid to take the Patriots.
Really?
Yes. But you'd be stupid not to take the Patriots, because if you look at 07, the Giants are enemy signs. A true enemy and an enemy from the season, if that makes sense. So it doesn't. The picture red and yellow being almost the same thing, but if red here, it means it's an enemy of the team found in the year, or an enemy of the year found with, an enemy alliance. It's hard for me to explain it, but if you sat here for 10 minutes and went through it, you'd know what I was saying.
Well, I know what you're doing. It's just the way that you have it. You got a lot of information on there, and then you throw in the color coding. I was just looking to see, like, how this is just a big square of green. Mm-hmm. Just very simply.
Okay.
All right? Just explain to me what that block of green is.
All right, so let's say...
Is that good or bad?
That is good.
For who?
That is good for the winners of the 2012 Super Bowl, the Ravens.
I'm not worried about that.
Okay.
It's just good.
So it's green is good, red is bad. However, you run into situations where...
So the one that was the Giants, you're saying...
You would have been stupid to bet the Giants, and the Giants won. So I'm saying there are outliers.
Okay.
But from 2008 to 2023... This thing gets pretty predictable.
Yeah, well, there's always going to be an outlier, but so basically, just that middle column is the one that's of most importance.
The middle column is of most importance. It means that it's either an alliance year
But
of
the
the
majority
season,
of that column is green.
Majority of this column is green, but when you start scrolling up from 68, you see it starts to get a little more scattered. This is where you see it's way more green, way more matching up with the year. So the green just means it's either, if you see 3 green, it means it's an alliance year. It means the alliance was with the Super Bowl year. So the season was 08, the Super Bowl was played in 09. Right here, the Steelers. It's an alliance year with the Ox and the Rooster. If the Ox and the Rooster line up, the snake is gonna line up also, but they're not gonna have an enemy sign. I'm picking the fucking Steelers. I'm picking the where was I? Steelers, god damn it. I'm picking the Steelers in 08. And what happens is the Steelers won in 08. If we go over here to 08, boom, Steelers Cardinals, you'd be dumb to take the Cardinals because all you have for the Cardinals are enemy signs during the season. But the Steelers over here, you have an alliance year in the year of the Super Bowl. So it might be a little more complicated than it needs to be, but this is how it made sense to me. I could always edit it, but I'm just saying, dude, you might be onto something. From 66 to 08, I'm going to do the percentage here in a minute, but from 08 to 23, this starts to get real predictable. Your 2 outliers are the Giants, and my uncle said never bet the Giants because of that. The Patriots and the Buccaneers. That's the Patriots 16-17 season, Buccaneers 21-22 season.
Well, I would take all that information, and then what I would do is I would kind of like, so that example of the Giants here, where it was like, okay, well, this doesn't line up because they still won. But then maybe go a little deeper, right? Like I was saying, if you're going to start factoring in like the elemental part of it, right? They have like these elements. So what if
keep talking?
both of those teams are sort of a wash, but maybe one has a stronger element that overpowers the other. Maybe that ends up being a little bit of the tiebreaker.
Okay, thank you for that, because I was trying to find some sort of data point along those lines.
Something extra.
A qualifier or an example. What is that? I think it's called a qualifier, where it's just a little bit more information we can use. So this week, I'm going to go back through, and on the outlier years, I'm going to get the more recent numbers from 2008 to 2023. I'm going to get these 4 outliers. The 2 Giants victories, the Patriots,
without
and the Buccaneers.
Spending so much time on the past, the past is the past. We see trends, Let's look at week 1. Let's look at the schedule for week 1. Let's break that down. And then...
Well, I want to know the percentage on this so I could use it and apply it going forward. Think about this.
You don't need to know the percentage. I'm looking at it right now. The shit's all green. It's close enough. Who gives a fuck? You know, you place 10 bets and you win 7. You don't cry that you lost the 3.
So 16, 4 out of 16, that is 1/4. That's a 75% accuracy.
That's what I'm saying.
That's 75% accuracy. But that 75 doesn't kick in until 2008.
Because if you scroll, you see it's still scattered in there. It's still not a bad ratio.
It's not as bad.
Because you know what I mean? Look at that. It's still
let me look at the 81 Niners. The 81 Niners.
And then you're also, that's just the bare bones of it.
Okay, so now we need a qualifier. So 1981, the Niners played the Bengals. All I had for the Bengals for the 81 season were enemy signs, no correlation to the Super Bowl year. The 81 Niners, all I had were enemy signs in the Super Bowl year, but not during the season. I'm going to simplify this. This is cool.
You could, if it's easy for you to bust it out like that, no homo, then yeah.
What I'm going to do for you the next time we meet, unless it's tomorrow, it's probably not going to be done by tomorrow, is give you a percentage picking teams based on zodiac years. But here's the issue: this is only Super Bowl.
Yeah, but then you could also say, well, what city was the Super Bowl played?
Okay,
because now
thank
that's going to have an influence on, like, that's what I'm saying. If you go down that wormhole, bro, next thing you know, you'll be Googling, fucking guys' girlfriends from 1966 to see if their numbers were enemy numbers, and maybe that's why his head was fucking screwy during the game. And, like, dude.
In a tie year.
Keep it simple.
In a tie year.
Use the complex,
but
the genius isn't in making something simple overly complex. The key is to make something that's complex simple.
See, this is just a starter. This is a rough draft. I'm going to take, when I have years, there are ties, then I'm going to look into the city the Super Bowl was played. What was the one thing you mentioned before?
Well, look, it's just a handful of things. It all comes down to, like, what do you want to think of? What do you want to consider, right? You can think about the day. You can think about the city. Think about the history of the team. If you're going to get into football, you're getting into individual players. Or you think that they're going to have a good year. You think they're going to have a bad year. But that comes with watching the games as well. If you see the teams play, you see the teams perform, you get an idea.
Let's find. Let me find the week.
You going to week 1?
When is week 1? Because we're still in preseason.
Yeah, I don't need to sit here and.
Week 1 is in September. All right, week 1 is.
We're not doing
Chiefs,
research while we record.
No, but we could quickly do this.
No. I haven't fucking paid attention to football whatsoever.
You're the one been telling me we're gonna have to sit and watch these fucking games every weekend. So
exactly, I'm at the bar.
Well,
I'm just trying to get you mentally prepared to be a career alcoholic.
Already well on my way. 24 is the year of the dragon, like you said.
Yeah.
Year of the dragon. The dragon is no chief correlation. But the Ravens are the year of the rat. The rat and the dragons. I would take the Ravens against the Chiefs in week 1. Based on your stupid ass Chinese zodiac bullshit nonsense that actually starting to kind of make sense. Which these old Chinamans might have something.
What's that game? Is that game on a Thursday?
It is on a Thursday.
The first game. That's it by itself.
First game of the season, and it is a standalone game by itself.
Ravens, Chiefs.
And
you're saying what?
I'm saying the Chiefs were founded in the year of the pig.
Okay.
The Ravens were founded.
Next year's a snake year. We're not there yet. But the pig and the snake are enemies, I believe.
Well, this is the season, and this is when the Super Bowl is played, because the season's 24, Super Bowl is played in 25. The Ravens were the year of the rat, and the rat is the homeboy of the dragon. Yeah. Meaning that we are in the year of the dragon. And there's not going to be any correlation.
So it's a rat. See, you're talking too much. Like I said, you got to fucking simplify it.
Simplify.
Listen to
you.
me.
You bet Raven. Raven is good.
Yeah, but you got to learn how to say this stuff without being so all over the place. Listen.
I'm sorry, dude. You expect me to be an expert on this?
No.
The first time I get one of these things.
Stop talking. Just listen. Like you said, the Ravens are a rat. The Chiefs are a pig because of the year. The advantage is going to go to the rat.
Raven, rat friend, dragon. Dragon year, Raven, good.
Yeah. It'd be fucking great if you had a Chinese restaurant that put the betting advice in the fortune cookies. So, like, you had to order the food to get the picks. You couldn't just get the picks. It's like a gambling thing.
Oh, shit.
But you couldn't just get the picks.
That's actually really
You have to go, you have to get the food, and then when you break open the Chinese cookie, it literally says, Raven, rat, Raven, good.
Rat, friend, dragon. Dragon good, Raven good. Alright, so I'll figure out how to simplify this.
So this is in Kansas City.
They are playing, I believe they're playing in K-City.
They're in KC, and you think the Ravens, now they're coming off of Super Bowl.
Super Bowl hangover, man.
You think the Super Bowl hangover is going to get the Chiefs?
I do. I think the Ravens.
At home.
And here's why. I fucking hate the Ravens because I'm still pissed off about that 2000 Super Bowl. However, Lamar's hungry. Lamar's about to go off. I think Lamar's going to have a fucking fantastic year. I don't know.
It's going to be a fun game to watch. Two good teams.
Be a fucking great. That's a great game to start on.
Now, the last couple seasons seem to be a trend of really shitty football for a few weeks. Do you watch much?
2 years ago, yes. Last year, no.
it just seems to be the trend now with the way they do the preseason. I don't know if it's because there's an extra week or something, but the last few years, it's been like some bad football, like the first couple of weeks out the gate. So hopefully that ends up being a good game. But we'll get into the. We'll have to do a quick video. We'll do some separate picks. Are you fucking ripping ass?
No, I'm ripping.
They're playing on Friday? What the fuck is this?
Thursday, Friday, and Sunday.
What? So, alright. So, without having to lean into that fresh fart too much, do the Packers and Eagles also. We'll do Thursday, Friday. This gives us a little more time to get another one out before Sunday.
Packers, year of the Ram. So, the Ram is rabbit, pig, enemy, ox. You're the Ram, rabbit, pig.
See, you don't need to just rattle off every fucking...
I do, if you want me to remember it without typing it out. Yes, I do have to say it out loud. It helps me remember. Shit, Packers are looking like shit. The Eagles, let's see what the Eagles are doing. The Rooster, shit. I would take the Eagles based on the Eagles. I would take the Eagles. I would take the Eagles based on your silly Zodiac.
Because you prefer cock?
Very much so.
And the opponent of the Eagles was who again?
The Packers.
And their what year was the team?
Packers are a Ram year.
So it was sheep?
Sheep, Ram, same, yeah.
Not the goat, though.
Not the goat. Do we have a goat? What's the goat? I don't have a goat anywhere.
So your goat is the
The
ram.
goat is the Ram.
Okay.
The hare is the rabbit.
Yeah,
Pig
yeah.
is the boar.
Oh boy. What was that? Fucking Winnie the Pooh.
Winnie the Pooh. That's my man. I got pissed off at the NFL.
You got a bone to pick with Winnie the Pooh?
No, I like Winnie the Pooh. That's my homeboy. A buddy of mine, his wife got a job working for the NFL. And as a welcome present, they gave her 2 Super Bowl tickets.
Nice.
We were in the air from Charlotte, North Carolina to Phoenix for the Chiefs-Eagles Super Bowl. And my guy I'm with is a big Eagles fan. Luxury box tickets. They fired her while we were in the air. The tickets were invalid before we even landed.
What the fuck?
I never told you that. So
No.
we tailgated the Super Bowl in Arizona, waiting for our fucking our flight the next day.
Or at least you tailgated.
We tailgated.
You probably had more fun tailgating than you would have had.
It was a pretty good time. I mean,
Yeah.
these hippies from California have all the money in the world.
So
It's
was,
just an
were you
RV
still
park.
able to get into any parties or anything that she would have?
We didn't get in this shit. We tailgated the parking lot, and it's Arizona, and it's February, so during the day, it's fucking 90 degrees. At
Still.
night, bro, it got fucking cold.
Cold.
Real cold. But the California hippies took care of us, fed us, had TVs running the game, and we got to see the fireworks go off. Who was the halftime? Lady Gaga?
I don't even
I remember I heard her from outside the stadium.
Arizona has a crazy field that rolls out.
They roll that field right out to the
Right.
parking lot.
So you had
I would take...
so it was the year to goat. The goat and the dragon ain't really much. So you think the rooster and the dragon got the edge?
Eagles, the Rooster has the...
So where are they playing that game?
They
It's
are
in-
playing
it's
that
in Green
game
Bay?
in Philadelphia.
In Philly.
I'm taking the Eagles over the Packers. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through week 1. All of week 1. I'm just going to do a few games. I mean, you got some obvious choices. Bills, Cardinals. Of course you take the Bills. But...
Well, let's just start. We're not going to go through the whole fucking list.
I'm just picking
Let's
a few.
just keep it
Picking
with
a few.
You know what?
Giants,
Go on,
take the
go on a
Vikings.
run. Go on a run. You want to rattle off all your fucking teams? Go
No,
ahead.
I'm just picking the obvious ones.
All right. Well, if
And I'm going to go through every one, and I'm going to give you a pick for every single one, and we're going to see how we do week 1.
yeah. Well, let's just start with the first two.
Okay, well, those are the first 2,
And now your ass has to fucking show up and record again before Sunday,
which is fine.
even though it's what day?
No, it's September 6th. You got 2 weeks.
Yeah. So those are the first 2 picks.
Actually, we don't. We have a week.
Yeah. So those are the first 2 picks right
Mhm.
now, and then you got a week to get one more fucking episode out before we do the Sunday picks. So all we're saying right now, you want to make a couple quick bucks, stack the Eagles and the Ravens. That's Matt's pick of the. What day is today? Sunday.
Sunday,
It's the
August
pick of the week,
25th.
and the week just started.
Eagles.
Lucky you guys. So today I was compared to Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Really?
Yeah, I was told you're gonna be famous, kid.
Man, that's... Does he know you're doing this?
Who's that? Arnold?
No, whoever said that to you.
That I'm podcasting?
Yeah.
Yeah. He was comparing me to Arnold. He's like, when I met him, he was like this and that, and he's like, you got the same thing, man. Because he wanted me to send him the podcast, and I'm like, I'll send it to you. But it's I don't know, man. I don't think this is gonna be everybody's cup of tea.
No, not at all.
Unless they're schizophrenic,
bipolar,
yeah, just
bisexual,
generally fucked up in the head.
So have some sort of mental disorder.
Then they're gonna love it.
I'm the Ravens. That's my lock.
All right,
that's Carl's lock of the year of the week. No, it's Carl's lock of the century of the week.
Yeah, I'm gonna go on DraftKings real quick. So you say a few things, and I'm gonna see how much this little stack is gonna pay off.
All right, now.
You got nothing else going on besides your spreadsheet?
Nah, I got more going on. I'm fucking finally coming out of the hole, man. That was a rough time.
That'd be a good slogan for your accounting business.
What?
You know, be like spreading them sheets like they spread them cheeks.
Spreading sheets like I spread cheeks.
Boom.
Now, there is one issue we run into where you have the most recent Super Bowl. We have an alliance year with the pig and the rabbit.
Hold on.
In this.
Hold on. Trying to add the fucking Eagles to this stupid ticket. All right, so if you were to bet right now on DraftKings, the Eagles and the Ravens, you're plus 300. That's not too bad.
What does that mean?
Means you bet 300, you win 1,200.
Okay.
I could use $1,200.
I could use $1,200.
But I don't want to lose 300.
Nah, that's a lot to put up.
That's a lot of ramen.
So, but the most recent Super Bowl, you have an alliance year for the season for the winning Chiefs. However, you have a similar 3-set alliance between the Monkey and the Dragon for the 49ers in the year of the Super Bowl. That's where it gets tricky. But again, this is just Super Bowl winners. This was just for data point purposes.
Hey, spare everyone the nonsense. Tell them the picks. And let's see.
Well, here's the deal.
Let's see how accurate we are.
My picks, I would have taken the Niners in last year's Super Bowl based on this data. So it's pretty, from 2008 to 23, it gets pretty accurate, but you do get some hairy situations where one lines up with the season year and the other team lines up with the Super Bowl year. Then, I don't know, flip a fucking coin. I guess don't bet against the Chiefs.
Oh,
Don't bet against the Patriots.
I mean, they play the Super Bowl in what, February?
February. Once a year, I hear.
It's kind of right at the cusp.
It is right at the cusp, and that's what makes it complicated. But I'm going to email this to you.
But you're really looking at just one factor. You're just looking at each team and then the year, and then the year that they're playing. So, other than cross-referencing those two things, you don't have too much. Like, there's definitely a lot more you could uncover if you wanted to.
So now, where do I go to find the qualifiers like the wood, the steel, the water?
Well, that's the thing is every time you Google it, you gotta type in like elemental or whatever, or like zodiac plus element, you know, however you want to word it. Yeah.
So I can do that. I'm going to do it from 08, maybe go back to 02 to 24. Just based on Super Bowl victories, and I'm going to use when it's not obvious.
I'm just laughing. How much you just sitting there ripping ass.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. Every time I switch,
we had like 3 hours to record.
Every time I switch...
just so you could eat and come here and fart.
Every time I switch proteins, I get the farts.
You got new protein?
I got new protein.
Which one? The white? That white one?
No, I'm already done with that. Because I'm taking 2 scoops at a time.
That one didn't make you fart?
Not as bad. I went back to the Costco, which is the gold, I think it's called Gold Standard or something.
Oh, like the old school one? Optimum Nutrition, right?
I gotta tell you, bro, I've got my biggest off that stuff.
Yeah?
So
That's the on one, right? It's like the bag.
Yeah, it's that big ass bag. Used to be cheap, now it costs a fortune. But
everything does.
I know. So I'll go through qualifiers and of the elemental qualifiers because I think you're fucking insane. And if I go through elemental qualifiers and I get like an 80% accuracy, we might be onto something. But we're gonna run into problems with it, but we're gonna cross that bridge when we get there.
But here's the thing: if you're gonna do, how many games are there every week? 16. I mean, 32 teams. But once you know each team, you already have the information. So it's not like you got to look it up every time. At that point, you're just saying, okay, here's what they got, here's what they got, here's how they line up, and then it's just kind of like a whoop whoop.
After a while, I'm gonna be able to rattle this shit off. Now, this could, of course, just completely fail miserably, and we wasted our time. But at the end of the day, it was something very interesting.
It would be nice, though, if I get you to be the guy that sounds crazy. So, like, if I know all this shit, but you're the one who tells everybody, I get the best of both worlds. Because not only do you know about it, and you get the bonus points of, like, talking to other people about it. Because sometimes people are into this crazy shit, you know? Mm-hmm. But I don't have to look like the crazy one.
I have no problem looking like the crazy person.
Instead of you being like, hey, what's a 3? What's a 4? What do the numbers mean?
Explain it. Help somebody out.
Again. Now you're just like, 1962, you're an Earth Dragon.
And plus, I was the skeptic. So if you turn the skeptic into the believer, you might be onto something.
True.
It'll sound more credible.
So how do I make the girl I want to bang more skeptical? Should I tell her I'm still married with 2 kids and just got out of jail?
100%. I'm not joking.
Which one would you tell her first?
First thing, I'd make sure I got in front of her face to face. You gauge if she's interested or not. If you gauge she's interested, you'd be like, look, I got to tell you something. I'm still married, but we're getting.
Do you hear yourself?
Yeah, I do.
You said gauge whether she's interested or not?
Yeah.
What have I been talking about for the last 5 months?
I don't know. You'd have to fucking go and meet her and see her face to face to even know if she was interested.
Of course you do. Who do I talk to when we record? Like, you don't know? Of course she's a fucking... Dude, look at me.
When's the last time you had a face-to-face conversation with the bitch?
Don't worry about it.
Okay, exactly. So you need to go in there, have a face-to-face conversation.
Retrograde.
Well, as soon as your fucking dumbass astrological cosmetology
now, if you would have got here 3 hours early, maybe it would still have time to get out of here, go there, but I gotta wait all day for you dragging your feet. You know what else is going on right now? Fucking concert in Asbury, Avril Lavigne. I heard there's mad fucking pussy. We could have been done already. Cleaned our hands, went home, down to the fucking land of fucking milk and honey.
Well, let's go to fucking Asbury. But I gotta tell you, I was just down there. It just seemed like any other Sunday in Asbury.
You weren't down by Stone Pony, probably.
No, I was at the other end. I was at the
My buddy always goes to Watermark. He fucking loves that place.
Watermark?
Yeah. You never been there?
Nah.
Oh, it's great.
I go to Paradise.
Yeah, I know you do.
Paradise, baby.
Oh, shit. Everyone's Google that shit. Actually, did I tell you the story? Yeah, I told you about the girls, the Uber. That's where we were the night we went to the Uber.
You were driving the Uber.
That they drove me home. Yeah, yeah. I was like, you guys need to be on each side of me.
That's funny.
Create my own little buffer. It wasn't that bad though. The layout of that place is crazy though.
Watermark?
No. Fucking Paradise.
Paradise is
like a fucking pool. And then
dude, I like the outside bar there. You got the dance floor, the trannies like that. And then you got the inside. We have 2 dance floors, but they play two different types of music. Or you can just go outside and chill if it's nice out. I fucks with Paradise.
Yeah, I've never really been there besides that one time. That shit was big though.
So I'm going to use this to predict week 1. And...
Alright, well, enough of that shit. What else do you got?
I saw a little mini, like a YouTube guy made a documentary about Alex Rodriguez. Very insecure guy. You know, I know he's hated. I can see that dude is uncomfortable in his own skin. I kind of feel bad for him. But the motherfucker took steroids. Yes, everybody took it. Every fucking body. They gave this guy such a hard time. They gave Canseco such a hard time. Every fucking body was on it.
Exactly.
The 93 Phillies, everybody on the team except for John Kruk, the fucking, that hillbilly from West Virginia, godsend a baseball player. Except him, everybody was on it. So I think A-Rod was just unfairly viewed upon.
So you think he was what?
Unfairly
No,
judged.
earlier you said you felt like he was just very uncomfortable in his own
He
skin.
looks, I really watched him and I'm like, that is a guy, he's on camera.
Oh, you said just looked uncomfortable?
He looks uncomfortable in his own skin. He looks very insecure.
Or like that he's trying to put on a character almost?
I think he's trying to...
He's trying to be too like buttoned up?
I think the arrogance is an overcompensation for
Well,
insecurity.
he's a 9.
I know a guy.
He's a 9.
Ah, Jesus.
He's born on the 27th. So, knowing my little synopsis of the 9, would you say it makes more sense?
A fuck ton of sense. A fuck ton of sense. Your two buddies that are 9s exemplify it.
Oh, shit.
And that one
See,
person...
that's what I'm saying. Just keep it simple, right? It's like quick little... Oh, yeah, makes sense.
I kept it simple. You want it more complicated. I can do more complicated. That's not a problem.
I want the complicated to be simple.
I gotta make it complicated.
Just like a cell
make
phone.
it
Why
simple.
are cell phones so popular? Because they make the complicated simple.
And that's what I'm gonna do, but I have to make it more complicated first to make
So,
it simple. I need
speaking of
qualifiers.
Asbury, real quick, I was down there the other day, and for everyone that wants to just shrug off the impact of planets or anything else, the moon controls the tide.
Certainly does.
So, knowing that, why would every other planet not have some sort of an effect? Just because one affects the water and we can see it, that doesn't mean the others have no effect just because we can't see it.
Astronomically speaking, from what I researched, the gravitational force exerted from the sun on the Earth is the same as the Earth from the sun. They're pulling on each other with the exact same force. So that means they are gravitationally affected by every other planet as well. Okay, all right. I can fuck with that. I can fuck with your theory.
I mean, I'm on the boardwalk the other day.
And yo, check it out.
What?
I'm wearing my fucking galactic briefs, bro. You're looking in the solar system and the universe and shit. I didn't even plan that. I did not plan that.
You got to come up with some sort of a joke where you're talking about the stars and astrology, and then you just pull your pants down and you're like,
I'm wearing my
you want to
pants."
know the craziest thing about the stars? They're fucking nuts.
You've had some of the best fucking one-liners I've ever heard, man. We were going to the bars, dude. You would hit me with something ridiculous, like just some quick-witted, something I hated you for being how fucking good and how quickly and witty it was portrayed there. Pissed me right off.
All right, so stop getting me sidetracked. So I was talking about what again?
The planetary effect and
Of my anus.
The planetary effect, gravitational
So
force.
I was down in Asbury, and I'm on the boardwalk, and it was a day or two after the full moon. So we're down there. My friend's like, he just wanted to get out and go out and everything.
Yes.
The one place we were gonna grab food was closed, and then I'm standing there, and I noticed how flat the ocean was. There was not a single wave. It was dead silent. You could hear a pin drop on the boardwalk, right? So I'm asking him, hey, yo, you notice anything? He starts looking around like, what? No clue. Never noticed it until I pointed it out. And then it was just like, holy shit, what the fuck? Like, it was eerily quiet. That's why I said to him, I'm like, so you see the moon. We just had this big full moon. Look at the water. It was dead silent.
Yeah.
Again, if that's the type of influence that the moon can have on just the water, how are you gonna act like it's not somewhat feasible that there's other shit similar going on.
The gravitational force is at bay. And okay, if Mercury is passing us, those gravitational forces will affect people differently. And maybe it does have some sort of effect on brain chemistry and affecting of certain people's moods.
So
I'm not
maybe
fully.
you're not bipolar. Your anus is just too robust. How do you? You know what? It has to be Uranus. That's why people who study it probably call it that.
What?
Otherwise, like, you'll never be able to just continue. Like, it's so lame, but I can't stop saying Uranus jokes.
I know, and I hate you for it.
I can't not fucking take that low hanging fruit.
Yes.
That's why they must call it that. Just because they're like, look, we're never going to be able to have this conversation unless we just call it something else.
We can't have this conversation. So yeah, I can see Mercury as its orbit is closer to the sun. It's faster than ours. It is going to pass us. Venus is going to pass us. We're going to pass Mars. So I can see these planets passing us, affecting gravitational forces and perhaps like credence to affecting brain chemistry.
When you say gravitational forces, it definitely makes you sound way more fucking crazy.
What would you call it?
It's just the way you're saying it. It's like very. It sounds like a 90s, like Jurassic Park kind of thing. Like they're trying to make it sound sciencey. You know, it's the gravitational forces are gonna allow the dinosaurs to escape.
All right, let me try this. Gravity make brain go boom boom. Planet go yay yay. Gravity go bye bye. Brain chemistry go cray cray.
Protein make farts.
Protein make rants farts. Oh yeah, that new protein is giving. It takes me a couple weeks to get used to it, then I'll be all right.
It is good to switch it up though. You know, you don't want to get too used to the same shit all the time. But yeah, man, the gravitational force.
Gravitational force, baby.
Are wreaking havoc on your ass.
Oh, they might be actually.
So yeah, man. Wednesday we should be done with the funkiness of the retrograde, so that'll be cool.
All right, then I want you to go over there. I want you to go over there and talk to
I
the
might
lady.
be there before then. You never know.
Mm-hmm. That's good stuff. I want you to get over there. I want to know how it goes. I would definitely,
How goes it?
dude. All right, bitches like that. They love that. Women do this thing, especially younger women. Who is the worst possible person for me? I want that guy. So just become the worst possible person. Hey, I'm still married, but I'm getting divorced. I just got out of jail. Oh my God!
I would have been divorced.
How many other ways can I disappoint my father?
I would have been divorced by now if I didn't have to go to jail. I'm really a good guy.
Where the fuck did we go? No, they love that shit, dude. I tried to play it cool, tried to play it like I'm a professional, and then I'm like, I'm a coke sniffing fucking pill popping degenerate. And they're like, I can fix you. No, the fuck you can't. Let's try.
It's like, listen, I don't do drugs. Like the last time I was in a hotel room, my friend was doing drugs, but I didn't.
He did not.
I just watched him.
I heard. I wasn't there.
He did them all.
I brought enough for everybody, but nobody else wanted. Oh, God. Where did we fucking... How did we become so embarrassing? Dude, you know, like, we had it. We were good. We were golden. And then we just crashed and fucking burned.
That text I sent you? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, dude. You were right. You were fucking right, man.
Listen, I focus more on the fact that we were worth $250,000.
Together combined, we were worth $250,000.
You know what I mean?
Now you're worth shit.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
So, but that means it'll be that much easier to get back to it.
That's the thing. You know, we
it's like if you're going to drop, then you boing, you bounce right back up.
I was watching a video the other day. Who was it? Somebody with Ronnie Coleman, talking about Dorian Yates and Ronnie Coleman about how getting big initially is tough, but when you lose it, it's quicker to get it back than it is to build it initially. Right. So I think we're going to be all right. I think we're going to be able to climb out of this hole, find our little professional niches, and then maybe we start picking fucking football, hockey, baseball, basketball, whatever. We start picking this shit. We started getting accurate. Maybe we say nobody watches this. We take our own advice, bet our own money, Start making money gambling.
Exactly.
Gambling.
But we're going to have to continue the podcast.
Oh, naturally.
I mean, if you're going to get rich from gambling, you're not going to podcast about it?
Oh, definitely. Have you ever watched a podcast of a professional gambler?
No.
These are some of the most horrible people. Dude, they make us look like fucking altar boys. Unmolested altar boys. They make us look like fucking golden children.
Imagine
These
if there was
people are
some sort of
fucking
weird
degenerates.
church thing. It's just like, I don't know what I'm trying to compare it to.
Yeah.
It's almost like, I don't know. It's like, maybe like, all right, so like coffee. You know when they offer you like coffee at a diner?
Mm-hmm.
And the waitress is like, oh, you want decaf or regular? It's like you're in a church. It's like, you want molested or unmolested?
All right, that's good. That's really good. I gotta get my quickness back.
All right, what were you saying?
The funniest thing you ever did, we were at Jenkinson's, and the bar was getting out, and there was a smoking hot girl walking with a young dude with a turban. And you look at me and go, do you think she flew here on his magic carpet? Before you could say, no, don't, walk to the girl. I tapped her, I'm like, did you fly here on his magic carpet? I'm hammered. She goes, oh my God, you're such an asshole. And she's walking away and go, a whole new world. She's like, stop.
They're not a jinx, right?
Oh, we were down at Jake's. That was fucking great. You were like, dude, I was just saying it to be funny. I didn't expect you to do it. Oh, it's gone. I took that line and ran with it. I didn't have time to tell her it's not mine, but
That's all good. Good times, man.
it was fucking great. But instead of
So
talking,
like I was saying, we got maybe another week or two out of summer. That's about it. So let's try to get some of these recordings out of the way so we can enjoy the weekend.
all right, let's do Beat the Clock Tuesday.
We're gonna go on a rampage all week.
I'm gonna go on a fucking rampage. Let's record on Wednesday. Let's do it right. Let's get here at like 4 o'clock. They'll be gone. We'll have the office to ourselves. We'll be energized during the day. We'll be good to go. And yeah, Beat the Clock. Record Wednesday, and by Wednesday I'll have week 1. I'll have the qualifiers, and we'll be able to go. I'm gonna go see. Did you open the fridge yet? Do we have any Pepsi?
There's no Pepsi.
Ah.
There was a few Snapples, but
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Snapples.
what's the weather like tomorrow? 86, Tuesday 88, Wednesday 95.
Ooh, finally getting hot again.
All right, let's talk about local weather. Any traffic reports?
Oh, the traffic report. 35 in Middletown was shut down for a long time due to a
I
water
didn't
main
want
break.
an actual traffic report.
I got you, man. I listen to NJ 1015, baby, every weekend.
New Jersey 101.5. Ding. We got to get somebody with a classic radio voice.
We do need a classic radio voice guy.
Uh,
I want 1940s segregation radio. The Negro Leagues, the Kansas City Colors.
do you ever hear the guys that are on sometimes like late at night? Do you ever just like catch like a random radio show?
Yeah.
And it's like they're trying to talk like that. Like they just like he purposely talks with this cadence where it's like he's got to stop every 3 words and like because that's not how they play the game of baseball.
It's clearly the Democrats
They got to like chop it up.
and minorities.
Just the way they chop it up, it's like so forced sometimes. Like they're trying to sound like these like old timey
It's
type of.
forced. It's hacky. It's like I was when we first started doing this. I was a fucking hack.
I don't mind if you're hacky.
Nah, I don't want to be hacky. I didn't realize I was doing it.
You are hacky,
I'm a
then
fucking-
it's natural.
Yeah, I don't want to be that guy.
But if you are,
And it is natural.
just go with it. That's all I'm saying.
Yo, Rick. You don't watch Rick and Morty.
No, I don't.
Fucking great show.
How long
Unfortunately,
has that been around now? Probably
2013, I think it started.
10 years, huh?
I think so. I believe so. I never watched it. I watched like 1 or 2 episodes. I thought it was stupid. Then this girl got me into it, and motherfucker, it is my favorite show. It is absolutely geniusly written. Unfortunately, the creator got into trouble with a minor, so it's like that's kind of funny in itself. He's a genius writer. He fucks children. Ugh, that could be a problem. That's my only advice in life. Don't fuck children.
Let's have to. Now I gotta look up his numerology.
Dan Harmon is his name.
Dan Harmon?
Dan Harmon.
Dan? I think it's the name Dan.
Why? You know another Dan a little fucked up?
Well, he is a 3. I always say 3 is the number of child. He really felt childish. All right, let's see. A new fantastic point of view. And a 6. A 3 and a 6. All right, let's see. Who is the other one? Dan Snyder?
Dan Snyder, who's he? Is he? Oh yeah, he was a Nickelodeon creep. Man, that's fucked up, dude.
Oh, Schneider, Dan Schneider.
Oh, it's Schneider.
Different, spelled different. One's spelled like the pretzel. Mm-hmm. He owns the Redskins. I need to get a Redskins hat.
Hell yeah, bro.
I want a Redskins hat like before the season starts, because otherwise I don't want to rock one hat all year.
No.
I think I should switch it up, get the fucking Redskins going.
Get and fuck the Commanders. I'm talking about getting old school Redskins fucking that's similar to this Florida State logo. Who, by the way, ranked number 10, lost by a field goal to Georgia Tech. Holy shit, Florida State. How can you embarrass yourselves any further?
I don't follow that. College. So he's a piece of shit. So he was a 28, which I said was the number of wealth. So he did make a lot of money. The Nickelodeon douchebag. And then he was a 5, which is what we are, so. But they were both born in January, so maybe there's some weird fucking Capricorn fucking pedophile shit going on.
Maybe. We should do a chart of known pedophiles and check their birthdays and see if there's some sort of correlation.
They're all born in January.
All born in January. That wouldn't surprise me.
It's like you end up having one friend born in January, just never let them near your kids.
Ever. The only true date I couldn't get was for the Arizona Cardinals, who had the earliest date of 1898. They didn't give a day and a month, but they gave the year.
So it turns out the entire 1988 Arizona Cardinals team was also pedophiles.
1898.
All 53 of them.
Oh, 53-man roster molesting children. Of course, in 1923, we don't frown upon that. Men are taking child brides all over the country, all over the world. It's very common.
Yeah, fucking... It's like one of those documentaries, like the Cowboys with all the cocaine in the 80s. It's like some team with a bunch of fucking boys in the locker room, like the 1957 Steelers.
Sporting a towel boy for every member of the 53-man roster. Boy, those young boys sure look scrumptious and happy to be there. What's that lineman doing? What is he taking out? No, don't put that in the child. That certainly doesn't go there. Cut away. Now, for an informational message from Palmolive. Palmolive, are you black? Scrub your skin white with Palmolive.
Oh, shit.
No, follow. I'm sorry.
That's right.
Normally
I was purposely being quiet to see what you had, because I have nothing. Although I did write a whole fucking sheet up worth of shit, so I could, if we run out of anything, well, if we start hitting a little lull
in a wall,
I got a whole fucking sheet I could rattle off.
It was my turn last week. I had nothing to offer, nothing.
But I was doing my thing.
You were doing your thing, and
it was all good. It was all good.
Dude, you have several teams that have been around for over 100 years. How much time we got?
Almost an hour. 53.
How long you want to go?
Go. We could pause it and then pick it back up.
Pause it, but don't be gone for more than 5 minutes, because then that pause tends to stop, and then you have to combine the video.
So be very careful. Don't stop it. There you go. All right, we're back. Mm-hmm. I can't even read my own handwriting, but we're gonna try to go down a little list here. So, Matt. You're probably going to cut this all out when you edit it.
All right.
But, what's the biggest bitch you've ever choked, neck-wise? Ever had one you couldn't fit your hands around?
Yeah, but she's lost a lot of weight. A lot of weight. So.
Can you fit around it now?
The last time I was, yes, I could have. The last time I was. So, man, I've had some big girls.
Some thick necks?
Thick necks. Oh my God, take that back. College. Yeah, college. I had a biggin. Bro. I couldn't. The bitch was built like a lineman. You're a fucking big lineman, bitch? You should.
Where'd you meet her?
pissing in the alley behind my college house.
She was pissing in the
No,
alley.
I was pissing in the alley.
And she was trying to walk down
She
the alley?
walked down the alley, saw me pissing, asked to use the bathroom, dude. Shortly after that, I was banging her up in my room. I'm not joking, I'm not kidding, but this is
wait.
This was punishment.
So
from God.
the girl who saw you peeing outside
Yes.
decided you're the one to ask for a bathroom?
The logic doesn't check out, but that's exactly. She saw me pissing, and we went upstairs. She's like, "Do you have a bathroom?" I'm like, "This is my house. Yeah, come on upstairs. I prefer to piss outside." Right? Don't fucking judge me. I'm marking my fucking territory.
So you're just out in the middle of fucking West Virginia. Some cow is trying to find her way home, and you heard her inside.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, she herded me.
Fantastic.
Good times.
All right. We already went through your list here, right?
What list?
Your list, the team.
Oh, we went to the team. Yeah.
All right. I don't know if this is funny. Ciroc has a new hashtag No Diddy flavored vodka. The neck of the bottle is grip shaped for easy use during domestic violence.
That's a good. That's fucking great.
Perfect for hotel
Hey,
DV or gay lovers in the VIP.
Amen to that.
Get your No Diddy flavored Ciroc.
Be a good sponsor. Remember, you called the Cowboys are going to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Were you confident in that?
Did we bet on it yet?
We didn't bet on shit, but we should before week 1.
I wonder if the line has been moving. All right, what else do we got on this list here? SNL. They made the biggest mistake ever. Yeah, let's fucking type and tick and talk while we fucking.
It beats me banging a fucking. I don't know why.
People aren't gonna want to hear you fucking henpeck at a fucking keyboard either. Like a fucking airport.
It sounds better.
Hostess looking up your ticket.
It sounds better than banging the vape on the table.
All right,
Continue.
well, how about we don't replace one noise with another? How about we eliminate the noise?
Nope, no fucking chance. Continue.
Stop using your fucking computer, bro.
I'm trying to find the fucking
Use your
line.
phone so it's quiet.
I'm trying to find the line, bro. Would you stop telling me what the fuck to do?
Because we gotta be conscious, because then you fucking send this thing to somebody and the first thing they say is, "Oh, dude, I can't listen to this shit."
I don't think anyone's gonna have a problem with the typing. The banging of the vape.
It's the same shit. It's just more noise. It's like if this thing starts wobbling, like it's gonna pick it up.
All right.
So you want to use the computer, use it in silence.
I understand. No further explanation necessary.
Now I don't even want to do my joke.
Then don't fucking do it.
Now we're gonna have to sit here and
I'll sit here and sound
be
good.
silent
Best of luck
for
to you.
10 minutes. So what are you looking up? Where is it? I mean, we're a little.
I mean, I could do that the entire filming process. I could keep typing away. That's up to you.
Go for it. Fuck it.
I can do whatever you want here if that's what you're trying to go for. So
You're done now. Now I get to have fun because you're pissed off. So as I was saying, SNL made the biggest mistake ever. Audience, I'll talk to you since somebody over here is getting a little red.
Nah, I shouldn't be. I didn't take any shots. I didn't do any drugs.
You don't even know who Shane Gillis is, do you?
I'm well versed on Shane Gillis.
Does the best Trump impersonation ever.
Mm-hmm.
SNL fires him.
Mm-hmm.
Then proceeds to do nothing but Trump skits for 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
And now they're like cool with him after the fact.
Yeah, that was a little ridiculous.
Very good scouting over there, SNL.
Well, he didn't fit the mold of the far left, just dog shit liberal that believes every ounce of Soviet rhetoric coming out of the left's camp. So we have to fire him. He doesn't believe in trans rights. What kind of person doesn't believe in trans rights? Get him off the show.
He says gay.
He says gay a lot. And this gay people say, they're like, yeah, it is gay.
Alright. I think that's pretty much all my that's all my stuff, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But I did have an idea. This isn't funny. But all these people who just order every day from Amazon, like daily, they have another package coming in. How many of those people do you think are the same people that are like, oh, we need to go green, let's have paper straws? Like, how about you just don't order from fucking, like, they should have something where if you get flagged if you order more than like 3 times a week, but then they like punish you and don't give it to you until like Monday.
Dude, what the fuck are you doing with how much shit do you need? I know 2 people who order from Amazon every fucking day. However, they are not they're the ones where's I got a big fucking plastic fuck all cup, but a tiny fucking paper straw because a fucking one jerk off cocksucking sea turtle got one stuck up its nose. That's natural selection. You fucked up. God does not want you to live. Remove yourself from the food chain.
I'm pretty sure they also proved that the paper straws are way worse for you.
Fucking way worse, but people are so fucking stupid. They're like, I'm saving the environment. I drive a Tesla. I do 40 in the left lane because I'm a fucking asshole.
A lot of shit.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. I go somewhere today. It's just Teslas lined up. No, don't get me wrong. They're pretty fucking cool. But if you're driving a Tesla because you're like, I'm going to get some pussy with that, all right, go for it. I'm saving the universe. Look at how good of a person I am.
We should go on.
I fuck children. What?
We should go on.
Now I'm the tapping on the back probably not helping.
We're just gonna clip out that one part and put it online. I fuck kids.
Virtually unknown fat guy Matt Serpico fucks children, more or less.
They're just gonna take those clips of this show and then put it on the news.
And then we'll never be
local
known like
podcasters and pro-Trump advocates.
Pro-Trump advocate fucks children. Nah, that doesn't sound right.
Oh, here was a good one. I had this idea when I was working. This is kind of like a reality TV show. You get a bunch of drug addicts in a hotel, and the competition is that they have to stay up all night and every night, or like they work there. Maybe, I don't know, something along those lines. Yeah. Whatever you want to make the little competition about. But there's one room in the hotel that's just filled with cocaine, and it's never locked. So it's kind of like one of those like things. It's like, who's gonna win? You know what I mean?
Nobody's gonna leave that room. How did you get in here, Matt?
Like everyone's like staying in the hotel. Either they have to work there or like stay there, right? But it's like, you know, they're all just scamming on the other ones, trying to like see who's gonna last longer.
Fucking Hotel Thunderdome.
If you want to add another twist, if say you were to go in the room, you don't get kicked off the show. You're lost, but you don't have to leave. And obviously there's blow there, so why would you leave? But if you wanted to keep it undercover, you could, so other people would see you in the hallway and be like, "Oh, he's still here. He must not have cracked yet." But no, everyone cracked.
That's why we're up walking around the hallway.
Just do it for like 2 weeks, and everyone thinks that like they're the last one. Like, oh, like, and then 2 weeks later, it's like every one of you have been in the room.
None of you been in. That's right. Who can abstain from the room full of drugs the longest? 36 seconds. You made it 36 seconds.
Think that show would get picked up?
Not in the slightest.
No.
It would be like bum fights. You ever seen bum fights?
Never watched it, but I remember they were big. What, like 20 years ago?
20 years ago, early 2000s. They were fucking great. Now, look, man, exploiting the homeless—that's kind of fucked up, but it's also really fucking funny. Like, let's call a spade a spade. It was fucking hilarious.
Girls Gone Wild. That was another one.
I never got into that.
Was he ever in trouble for that shit? He had to be.
He got in trouble for some things, but I don't think any of it became too mainstream or too well known. He just kind of disappeared, probably went off and got involved with other business ventures. But Girls Gone Wild, I mean, the infomercials were fun. I was a young guy.
I would give up technology 100% to go back to the days of girls just flashing their titties.
That was
like I never see that shit anymore. Like,
nah, nobody leaves the house.
Like that's. Shit must have been so. I was thinking about that the other day. Like, shit must have been so much more fun and like wild, because like, if every bar was just like open till 2, there's no cell phones, nothing.
Nope.
Someone just strolling in, like, I don't know. This shit was just so old school.
Yeah, man. Because now you got to worry. Everybody's recording everything.
Dude. Fucking.
You can't say anything racist in your car anymore. You never know who's listening.
Dude, I saw this one thing was saying how they're fucking. Like, every car now has got, like, all this Wi-Fi shit built into it, so it's, like, transmitting all this data, and they're selling, like, all your locations, everything, like, 24/7, you know?
Reality is becoming just personalized. Your
and then
perception of reality is going to be different than
Elon Musk is trying to offer people, like, $300,000 to fucking build robots or some shit. Like, they're in such a fucking rush to just, like, force robots to be a thing. It's like,
Yeah, why are you?
We'll pay you $1 million. Just build your fucking.
Build your fucking Terminators. Get your T-800 out here, and let's get humanity over with in a jiff.
What's the word I'm looking for?
Monsoon.
Nah, like the person that's gonna kill you, kind of thing. Like
Nemesis.
Yeah, it's basically like build your own nemesis.
Build your nemesis.
Hurry up, hurry. We'll pay you to build your own fucking... Nemesis isn't the word I wanted to use, though. I hate when I have a fucking word on the tip of my tongue and it's like...
Have you tried Adderall? That helped me for a few years, and then it just completely stopped working, and then turned me red.
No, I've never done Adderall.
Get me one. I'll get you a little one. It's very helpful.
I didn't say get me a little one.
Oh, you want a big boy? I'll get you a big boy.
What the fuck do I look like? A little guy or a big guy?
A big guy, but with Adderall, I thought I would start light if you've never taken it.
When have you ever known me to not handle drugs?
That's true. It was only like one time, and I was fucking impressed. I was impressed.
Yeah, I guess it was probably not a good thing to impress you with that.
I was holy shit. Because I mean, back then I had tolerance.
But I do remember you were like, "Bro, you sure you're cool?"
I was worried about you. But
like,
why?
Walked
you walked it the fuck off.
I was like, why?
That's how much I do. Like, yeah. Goddamn, bro. I was so proud of that. It's not good to be proud of that, man. My priorities have been so fucked up lately.
Yeah, dude, I've been getting into some of the numbers on the flip side, right? Where they're saying, like, what do you need to avoid for this life path and that life path and everything. Bro, you gotta let me fucking get you on the fucking right path here, man.
I've been taking some of your suggestions with the small victories, the small accountability, and the small responsibilities, starting small and just starting your day off right. You got to do something responsible before you leave the house, or see, you got to hold yourself accountable. Like you got to pick your gym day and your gym times. You can't just go whenever.
Well, it's a general discipline, right? Like honestly, even just doing this, the best way for you to get a job, and think of it like working out, like staying in shape to work.
Yes.
Right? It's like you're used to showing up. You're used to holding a schedule. You're used to, editing things, doing research. It's like you could either have that time between now and whenever your interviews are.
Yeah.
What have you been up to? What have you been doing? Oh, no, I have all these other projects I've been up to and blah, blah, blah. Like, you're going to exude that energy of someone who's been keeping themselves accountable, keeping themselves together. Not like, oh, yeah, I've been on a fucking bender because no one's hired me yet. Here I am.
You know, drinking liquor and snorting things.
Yeah. Have you seen the show?
No. I mean, I work. Well, you know
But you know what I'm saying? It's like, that's going to carry over. And, like, on the flip side, like, if you're not showing up for shit, it's going to rub off on me. It's going to make me not start showing up for shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I got to be
saying?
accountable to you.
So be accountable to yourself
first.
Whatever gets you motivated. If others, leaving others hanging gets you motivated to do shit, then whatever. Use it if it's useful. But you should just be more worried. Just worry about yourself. Don't worry about other people.
Okay.
Get yourself to the point where everything is constructive, right? You always got to look at it from that angle of like, how can this be constructive? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like that example of us being worth $250,000. Focus on the $250,000 part, not the like, oh, we lost it all, we'll have nothing. Like combined now we're over 0. It's like, I'm not going to dwell on the, oh man, I can't believe I'm here. I'm going to dwell on the fact that like, yo, the two of us were fucking knocking it out of the park. So you take all that fucking shit from one thing and just put it into another. Why wouldn't this be worth a fucking $250,000 by the end of the year? We're the $250,000 men over here. I'm the left nut, you're the right nut.
And together we bounce off each other and cause pain everywhere we go. So.
That's great.
I appreciate that. All right, and I know what you're talking about. And that mindset, it's weird. For the month of August, dude, I couldn't get it together. All of a sudden, man, I'm feeling something. I'm feeling a change lately.
Because you're a compulsive gambler and you thought you had an angle. That's why.
I think
that's the only reason you've shown any enthusiasm.
How the fuck did you know? I never talked about my gambling.
You're an addict.
Hey, you're my guys I party with would say you're not an addict, you just party too much.
Because you're not an addict till you go to a meeting. So don't go to a meeting.
When the money's running low, they're like, what do? I said, go the fuck home. They're like, all right, that's not addict behavior. Mm-hmm. But when I'm on it, I'm fucking on it.
Listen.
What?
They're wrong.
Okay.
they're wrong.
Fair enough.
The only reason you're going home is because you can't afford anything else, and that doesn't relieve you of any addiction because it's temporary. You're able to have a little reprieve until the next time you're ready to get more shit, and then you're going to go right back to getting more shit, you know? And I don't think people should try to muddy the waters of like, I don't know, am I an addict? Am I not? It's like, cut the bullshit. Just fucking say that you are. Like, it's not gonna fucking hurt you to overshoot a little bit and like be responsible. You know what I mean? Just fucking say you are. Big fucking deal.
Yeah, maybe I
You know what I mean?
I will say this though, with gambling, I got bored of it. I just got bored of it.
That's a good thing. But
I go to a casino.
If you're not doing drugs because you ran out of money, I'm sure you stopped gambling because you ran out of money. It's very easy to quit when you're broke.
Well, it certainly is. But I've walked away from tables after winning, having money in my pocket. I walked away. I'm just like, that was boring. And I used to love throwing dice. I was winning. I just
that's
got
because
fucking bored of it.
I mean,
like, I don't get that high from it.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is like you're chasing a bigger high. And unless you're gambling insane amounts of money, like if you're fucking at the casino and you bet $20 and you win, you get 40 back because it hit on red. It's like, what the fuck do I want? $40? Bet it again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, and then you lose the $40, and it's like, what the fuck? Oh, that was boring as shit.
I used to.
So I know what you're talking about with that shit. It's like, let's go back to the bar. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'd rather get a drink. I'd rather get a line. But I remember I was.
We should just have it in the bathroom.
They really should. They really should just have it in the bathroom. Now,
stop making noise with your computer.
How am I making? What did I do? What did I do? Oh, you're such a dick. What the fuck did I hit? Swish, swish, swish.
Swing.
Type.
Remember that shit? Swing.
Oh God, the '90s. What a terrible and awesome time.
All right, so you don't listen to much rap music, do you?
No.
Have you ever heard like any Rick Ross song titles?
Yeah, I was hustling and hustling.
Well, he I guess it'd be funnier if you knew more about rap. But his song titles are really like stupid sometimes.
Yeah.
Like he had one was Diced Pineapples, and then like he tried to come out with this diss with Drake recently because like everybody started dissing each other over the summer, and his diss was titled like Champagne Moments or something. Like that's what you're calling it, a fucking diss song. His shit's corny, so I don't know why I thought of this as one of his possible song titles. Tandoori Compliments. I was thinking about Indian food, I guess. And I don't know, something about him having a gay bodyguard. Meek Mill, I don't know.
I like Meek Mill. I read his book in jail.
You read his book?
I read Meek Mill's book called Dream Chasers.
He wrote a book?
I mean, or somebody wrote it on his behalf, but I guess it was about his story coming up, and it was pretty interesting. Philadelphia, wild place, man.
Right up into the part where Diddy was clapping them cheeks.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
Yeah, man.
Oh, shit. Is that in the book? Did I miss that?
Yeah.
I also started War and Peace in jail, but then I got out before I got through the first chapter.
I couldn't read when I was in there, man. The shit Matt sent me was like getting my mind going too much. You know what I mean? I wanted the opposite, man. Like I need dumb shit. This is the whole point of the podcast. You know, for the people out there who just don't want their brain to be used, turn it off, listen to this, and just drift away. It's like heroin for your ears.
Never tried that.
Putting heroin in your ears?
Never tried putting heroin anywhere.
Did you ever see those candles they burn that gets like the earwax out?
Yeah.
You think you could put heroin in one of those things and get high somehow?
If you were putting it in your nose and inhaling it, but at that point you're smoking
smoke your brain out somehow?
There's no hole in the ear. It's a sealed drum. So, I don't know. I don't think you could do it that way. I have bought heroin, but I've never done heroin. It was a Christmas present for somebody who did heroin. Because what does a heroin addict want more than anything in the world? More heroin.
Yeah, more
Going up to Newark? Hey, get a little something from a buddy here.
I was going to say more Christmas. It's a good stocking stuffer.
It really is. Heroin and cigarettes. There you go.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
I miss Christmas.
Fucking love Christmas.
I'm looking forward. I hope we have a big snow year.
I would love to get a lot of snow. I'd love to. My car's all-wheel drive. Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking make some money. And let's go up to fucking Montreal. And let's do some fucking
What?
Montreal episodes or something.
Montreal's cool. I've been there a long time. Not that matters. So we got Fruity Rick Ross songs.
Yeah. I was gonna do a weird Meek Mill impersonation, but
if you don't have it down, don't do it.
yeah, it was just making fun of one of his things. But that's all I got. Did that help anybody?
Probably
writing it down and
yeah, dude. Because think about it, man. It's you write that list, and you're not going to use it all, but now you have your points, and I got to start being more well prepared.
well, maybe if we start writing down shit throughout the week, we'll have stuff to brush over as we sit here and bullshit. And
I'll keep an eye on some news stories. Maybe we make some jokes about some shit. I don't know.
Well, that's what I'm saying, bro. Listen, start treating this shit like it's fucking homework for work.
All right.
You know? So take your fucking keys out of your fucking pockets, put them in your bag,
there you go.
So you're not making noise when you're jingling.
I didn't hear the keys once.
I know. I'm OCD, bro. I want this shit to be perfect.
All right. Well, I mean, there's a lot of room for improvement, but it can be done.
I want Joe Rogan, Hulk Hogan, Arnold Schwarzenegger, all fucking rolled into one, bro.
I saw that. Except we're boring and uninteresting, but
not at all,
coming.
bro.
It's fucking.
People fucking see me, and they're gonna naturally gravitate to the screen, and then they're gonna see you, and they're naturally gonna gravitate to the next video.
100%. Just a repulsive individual.
Nah, dude, this show's shit. This show's gonna be the shit, man.
I'm a repulsive individual, but it's common, man.
I think we're gonna be big in India.
In India, well, yeah. I mean, it's a huge market, over $1 billion.
Why don't you look up India?
I don't want to type on the computer.
What's the Chinese zodiac for India? Maybe are they a dragon? Because I'm a rat. You're an ox, right?
I'm an ox. Ox eater. Well, let's check the list. Check this shit out. 1985. You're the ox, baby. Enemy is the ram. Fuck the rams. Snake and the rooster are my allies. Let's fucking go.
See, so your enemy is the goat.
My enemy
is
the goat.
So Chiefs, we said we're a goat. Who's playing on the Friday game?
Friday. Well, let's see here. Take a look-see. Where'd that go? No, that's not it. Where the hell is my? Okay, so Thursday, Ravens Chiefs, take the Ravens. Friday, Packers at Eagles, take the Eagles.
Now, the Chiefs were Rams.
The Chiefs are a Ram year. Let's check the winners.
So that's
Chiefs. Oh, I'm sorry, the Chiefs are the pig. Chiefs are the pig. They're buddies with the Ram. That's one of their homeboys.
Who is the Ram? There was a sheep. Maybe it was one of the Super Bowls we were looking at. I don't want to get into weeds.
It was the Packers are the Ram.
Okay. So they're your enemy.
They are my enemy, and that's why I'm taking the Eagles. Man, you really fucking...
So if I was you...
What?
I wouldn't bet on the Packers. If you're doing a bunch of parlays...
Well, I'm not betting the Packers. I'm betting the Eagles.
But if you're doing a parlay...
If I'm doing a parlay?
Yeah. You know what a parlay is?
I know what a parlay is. I would take the Ravens. I would take the Eagles. I would take the...
What I'm saying,
that.
In this case...
Yes.
The Packers are part of this gamble.
Yes.
Because they're your enemy.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm saying is, if you're doing a big parlay, like 8 teams, you might want to avoid having teams that are your enemy in there at all.
So you're
because that one team, the Packers, could be the one fucking thing that doesn't hit out of your 7-team parlay that could have paid you whatever.
So don't bet that game at all, is what you're saying.
If it's 2 teams, it don't matter. At that point, you're just playing, you know.
I'm doing.
But what I'm saying is,
18 parlay.
what I'm saying is, find all those teams that are your enemy. If you're going to gamble, try to gamble on other games. Because if they are your enemy, then there's a better chance that they're going to fuck something up when you're doing that bet. You understand what I'm saying?
Ooh, Giants.
Like, don't invite the people to the party that are going to fucking
cause problems.
Shit in the fucking
upper deck.
Leave you an upper deck.
Upper deck you. Just upper deck you. The Giants, you're the Ox. I'm a year of the Ox. And the Giants' Super Bowl record is fantastic. 4-1. 4-1, motherfucker. Like, that's a good record. That's better than the Patriots.
Super Bowl?
4-1 in Super Bowls.
Solid.
They're fucking terrible. They're so bad. I watched the highlights, Jets, Giants preseason. Oh my God, it was so bad. It gave me prostate cancer.
Yeah, but they probably didn't have any of the fucking starters in.
No. They played the starters for 3 minutes and then the backups go in. But it's just...
The one game I saw didn't even have the starters in at all.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That might have been that game. I thought Daniel Jones was in. Tommy DeVito was playing. DeVito's from around here, isn't he?
They still have him?
Still have DeVito.
Yeah.
That guinea.
So what? How much was it? Was it 1 week or 2 weeks then until that Thursday night game? I think it's like 2 weeks, right?
Thursday night. It's not this week. It's next week. Yeah. So this week would be the 29th.
So
it's going to be the week after September 5th.
What is that? Maybe like 12 days. So almost 2 weeks. All right. So we got some time to brush up on some of these teams.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to take some of my own advice and do some homework tonight.
Mm-hmm.
We got to get cable.
Mm-hmm.
We got to get beers, man. We got to get you drunk.
You got to get me fucked up.
We got to get you hammered. Once you start to think that you know a lot of this shit,
yeah,
that'll be great.
All right.
You'll be talking nonsense.
I was just going to try to... I mean, I do a good enough job of making myself look like a psychopath, but now he's going to try to enable me into acting even more unstable than I have. So.
It's football season, man. It's fucking wings and beers, man.
Wings and beers.
We're going to have to just get a company card.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the first thing.
All right.
You know? No part of that story about maxing out a credit card to $50,000 sounded bad. So I think we need to figure out a way to scam the system, pose as a legitimate business, and qualify for lots of money that we may or may not pay back.
Oh, definitely not going to pay
And let's
it
use
back.
that money to
Definitely not going to pay it back.
entertain ourselves,
Okay.
so that we then have something to talk about when we entertain others.
All right.
You know what they say, the best form of entertainment is entertaining yourself.
I didn't know that was a saying. You're probably making that up.
Of course.
I don't believe anything you say anymore. That's your problem. You lost all credibility. You used to be a good, like, oh man, yeah, that's really cool, very interesting. I'm glad you know that. Now I'm like, yeah, I don't even believe Neil Armstrong is a real person now. He may have been made up. If you say, oh no, he's a real guy, I'm gonna say no, he's the fuck not.
Why would I screw around like that?
Because that's what you do. Because you know
never.
you can get me.
I would never.
I mean, I assume everybody is a lying piece of shit, but there are certain people I take their word at its word, and I gotta stop doing that.
You know what we gotta start doing?
What?
Getting on billboards.
Billboards. Nah, it's dead advertising.
That's what they want you to think.
Believe a fuck. Anything you say, I'm doing the opposite.
Oh, okay.
So tell me not to do this.
I think, yeah, I'm gonna have to.
Really figure out how to reverse psychology.
I'm gonna use this against you. I don't know. Should we keep going or should we tap out?
Tap out. Let's fucking get this. It's 11 o'clock already.
Let's see. What are we up to?
What do you got there?
Is that 1, 2, 3? Right as I'm looking at it, 122. We can cap it here.
Yeah.
Or maybe we find one last little burst. Next thing you know, we're at an hour 45.
You know, doing
Do you
this.
think anyone gives two shits about anything we're saying right now?
Not at all. No, I don't think they ever have or ever will. I think all of what we filmed so far is fucking useless.
I wonder what the stats are gonna say if it shows you like analytics of like how much videos people watch. It'll be like the first 5 minutes
and then drop off. We're still finding our way. The
woo way.
The woo way, the way of the samurai.
See, like that's another thing.
What?
You could just start reading a bunch of samurai books.
Okay.
Like just go full blown like mental patient. Start reading a bunch of fucking like Zen Buddha books, and then come on here and just talk about a bunch of Zen Buddha shit.
I don't know, man.
And be like, yeah, man, I was in the meditation. I don't know what's it called. Do they make like little spaces? The den, the yard. Do they have like
Zen garden?
Yeah, there you go.
Zen garden.
I was in my Zen garden.
Ooh, do we want a fire pit?
Why not?
Okay, I'll get a fire pit. My aunt's moving. They're moving down south, and they got a bunch of cool shit they're getting rid of. So, fire pit. We could do a fire pit. A nice big fucking like entertainment center to hold all of our shit. Get rid of the glass table there and fucking use that. It'll hold 2 TVs.
Nice.
And I'll show you. You don't need cable, bro. I'm gonna show you a website to use. You can find any sporting event in the world for free.
Well, we would still need internet.
You do need internet. Yeah, internet. How much is the internet? I have money.
Then
Find
go
out.
there.
Find out.
Dude, what do you mean find out? Just go there and do it then.
It's your account.
Yeah, so just go there.
I can go pay your account.
Yeah, they're not gonna give a shit.
When they're like, that bill is
Why can't you reopen
$487.
Then reopen one.
Reopen one. All right, maybe. Wait, depends who's our provider. Is it Optimum? I can't use Optimum. I owe them money from like 10 years ago.
All right, well,
It's probably charged off at this point.
I doubt I owe much, dude. It was only a month or two.
How much was it per month?
I have no idea.
Did you pay anything?
Of course, I had to pay them. Otherwise, we wouldn't have had it.
Yeah. You don't remember what the month? See, I think you're telling me these things, so I go there and it's like, oh, it'll be $675.
I have no idea, bro. I doubt it. Taco Bell has the $7 lunch right now.
Is it worth the money?
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah?
For $7, it is the best deal out there right now.
No shit.
Anyone who stuck around this long,
No one stuck around.
they just made themselves a fucking fortune. Because the amount of money you could save going to Taco Bell eating this $7 lunch, which is available 24/7.
I know Taco Bell and Pepsi are.
I cannot drink the Mountain Dew tonight though, because if I do, I think it's gonna be a little too much caffeine for me.
You already drank that monster.
Yes, I did.
You seem alert, but you seem even keeled. So I can tell you've smoked.
Oh, I worked out. I smoked. It's a 5-day. I'm a 5.
I was feeling really good today also.
There you go. Maybe you should listen to me when I say, hey, today's the day to record.
I do listen to you when you say the day I show up here.
I'm just saying.
But I gotta start doing the opposite, whatever you tell me.
Pay attention to the numbers, right? If you see, like, oh, you know what?
I haven't.
Today's a 5-day.
Mm-hmm.
Let me call him up. Let's see if we can squeeze an up in.
I haven't leaned into the numbers yet. I started with the Chinese zodiac. Tomorrow I'm gonna start with the numbers, and
then you'll be off to the land of.
I start sounding like you. I think it's funny. You're trying to make me sound like a psychopath. You're over here talking about the fucking planets being here and how that affects this group of people and
Listen,
the numbers.
if you saw how, you know what, I should have took a video. If you saw how dead the ocean was yesterday,
was it scary?
It wasn't scary, but it was still. And if you saw how still it was, it would have made everything else make a lot of sense.
I don't know. I'm still not fully on board with it. But that's what you have going for you. You're turning a skeptic into a believer with this shit.
I'm still.
You are pretty still right now.
Instead of saying I'm still not, I'm just gonna say I'm still.
I'm still. Well, I'm good on this.
All right. Hopefully somebody listened long enough to hear the secrets of the universe.
Yeah, well, we're going to dive into it this week. We're going to see what we come up with.
How many times over would we have to, like, if we started with like $20, like, how many times would we have to flip it for that to actually turn into something significant? 20 times... We'll just say doubling it, right?
Yeah, double. Just double.
Times 2. Times 2. All right, yeah. So we'll just keep doing it times 2.
Yeah.
So to get up to 10,000, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 times in a row gets us to 10,000. But that's just like straight up bets.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think if you were doing parlays, where you get like 5 things to hit for like plus 1,300, or like that one I was just showing you, it was only plus 300. You get some of these parlays, like you get more teams involved. 2, 3, 4, 5 teams, all of a sudden that shit goes up to like plus fucking 20,000. You know what I mean? Like you bet fucking $10 and you're winning like, you know, $2,000 or 28 grand or something. We can get greedy, you know, when you start seeing those big numbers. But like if you really just pare it down, I think the sweet spot for the parlays is kind of like that 4 or 5 team range, because it starts to really bump the odds up.
Yeah.
But you could still have less variables, where you boil it down to a couple that you really like. You know what I mean? And you just bank on being those 5 being right instead of like the whole sheet.
That's the thing. But then you lose your first, and then it throws the whole sheet off. But with 5, yeah, I could see, you know, you win 1, you win 2. You're like, oh shit, 3. Now we're getting 5. He's heating up. He's on fire.
It'd be cool if we were playing a handful of them and like.
Let's fucking do it.
See, but because then there's a lot of you can go through money fast with the parlays if you start doing like, what's the one where you hedge your bets, where it does like a round robin thing. If you hit like 3 out of the 5, it kind of like hedges your bets a little bit, but you don't win as much.
You still win some money though.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. I gotta get a DraftKings or something account, but I don't know. It could be fun. I can see it be fun. But dude,
Bro, you could probably get some good deals right now.
Yeah.
Because there's probably so many of them that are running promotions trying to get people to sign up before football season starts. If you just start keeping your eye on them, I bet you'll find some real good promotions.
I saw a video yesterday, ironically enough, of a guy with a clear gambling problem where somebody in that room was filming him, and just a meaningless game. He was losing his fucking mind. But I saw a person go through the fucking, what do they call that? The spectrum of bipolarity from the highest of highs to the lowest of fucking
In a matter of
lows.
what, 30 seconds?
Minutes.
Yeah.
Minutes. And it's like,
Because he's gambling?
because he's gambling a lot of money.
So what was it, like he's just lost? And
He's fucking, somebody kicks a field goal, he's fuck you,
Oh,
fuck
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
fuck yeah. And there's someone, motherfucker!
Well,
He's
that's-
screaming, his kids are like cowering
That's
in
what
the
I'm saying,
corner.
bro. That's what the ugly part of gambling, man. It's
It is,
just
yeah,
fucking
man.
bad.
I'm glad I never fell into that.
Yeah, definitely. So,
But, all right, I could pick up another vice. I mean, what's one more?
yeah, listen, it's not gambling if it's astrology.
I think it's just pure insanity. But if it works, it works. If it works, it works.
It works if you work it.
No, you don't.
That's actually a really good book. We'll end it on that note. There's a little 15-minute book called It Works. You can look it up on YouTube. If that kind of gets you kick-started, if you've never done any manifesting, anything like that,
I have not.
check it out.
Called It Works?
It's called It Works.
Not that pyramid scheme? Because there's a pyramid scheme called It Works.
Oh, they probably love that book too.
Probably do.
All right, fellers and lady fellers.
The one lady.